Okay, I'm good. Hello again. Welcome back to Minutes with the Man. Here's a quick reminder of what this series is all about. I ask a question on everyone's mind, and then I do my best to answer this question from the perspective of a citizen of God's kingdom. So how we all doing? Weird times, right? Man, I'll wager most people feel like we just started meeting in person again. Things started to feel just a bit more normal, and then wham, our beloved governor tells us we may have to shut down again due to a spike in cases. Now, I already know what some of you are thinking. Our numbers include hundreds of prison inmates. The stats are skewed. I tend to agree. If we adjust the numbers, it doesn't look too bad, at least not in our county. But then our pastor informs us that 4 people in our own church tested positive, and last I heard, are really feeling it. Now, while the decision of our church leadership were not made lightly or without reason, we are now faced with a similar dilemma we had during the first lockdown several months ago, which leads to today's question. How do we fulfill our need for community? Now, this one definitely hits home. Before COVID, I bet we all had similar weekly experiences. The worship, the message of encouragement,
or conviction.
Catching up with our pastors, leaders, and other church families, letting our kids loose on other godly men and women, trusting them to be an example or just throw out the odd pearl. Also, parents, let's be honest, at least an hour and a half of babysitting. I love my church. While I personally appreciate everything they've done to reopen and help everyone re-engage in the body, I still miss what it was. Plenty of us were upset over the last set of regulations and may perceive them as unfair toward religious institutions, perhaps going as far as declaring them an infringement of religious liberties. Now this, I assure you, will be addressed in another video. Until then, let's move on with the topic at hand. We all want community. It recharges us, it encourages us, it sustains us. The Bible does command believers to meet. So what is our response as a citizen of God's kingdom? Let's be reminded of our rights, privileges, and responsibilities as a Christian. A building is not required for God to show up. I hope we can agree that God can work in and through you, yes, you, from any distance. When Jesus says in Matthew 18:20, "For where 2 or 3 gather in my name, there I am with them," he doesn't regulate when or where. To fulfill that need for community, we still have a few good options. We can still meet with other families. We just have to be smart and safe. Take it upon yourselves to arrange meetings with other church members. Just be mindful of your own contact with others to limit exposure. I know of members in our church that open their homes to others. They only met with those other people, and they've been fine for months. Someone comes over sick? Love you. Go home. I'll bring you some soup and some hydroxychloroquine. We also have technology. This thing that I'm using right now, right? We also have these amazing miniature computers in our pockets that let us talk face to face with anyone we want. It's great, right? Let's also keep in mind that many of us already have a small community in our own homes. Spending time with our families before God is just as important as gathering with others. Take advantage of this time to grow closer with each other. Now look, I get it. A lot of us just want things to go back to the way they were. Some people, well, many people, didn't like the decisions of their church leadership. Now, I'm not talking about just our church, but churches everywhere. I'm also not talking about churches that submitted to governing authorities, but also those churches that decided to stay fully open. People are on the attack from both extremes. Let's not be a church that argues or assumes the worst of each other. I'm talking to congregants and leadership here. Be willing to really discuss and reason with each other. We'll be better prepared as a body for what lies ahead. So that's it for today's topic. Join us next time as we address another hot topic question. If you have a question you would like addressed, please comment below with hashtag MWMFAQ. Also, to get notifications of upcoming videos, please click the subscribe button and click the bell icon. Otherwise, you won't get those notifications on your phone. Thanks for listening.